Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. Welcome back to a full week of eating. Today I'm going to share with you 3 different recipes using rice that are high in protein and that are delicious. Our first recipe has tofu, and the best way to eat tofu is to dehydrate it. And the easiest way to do it, if you don't have an air fryer, is by using your oven. Cut your tofu small, because the smaller the tofu, the easier it is to dehydrate and the easier it is to flavor it to its fullest potential. We're gonna do this for 15 minutes, so it doesn't take you too long and it doesn't add a big step on your cooking journey. In the meantime, we chose broccoli as our veggie of choice because frozen broccoli is the easiest way to just add some veggies in the mix of your week, and you don't need to do much. We're gonna steam it alongside the rice. As you see that bubble, you see all the bubble that you are watching. Please wash your rice. The Asians know it, the African knows it. Wash your rice. It adds maybe 3 more minutes on your cooking journey. We're gonna prepare the onions, a little salad on the side. For my husband, I do not eat salad at this point of pregnancy because it's just a lot of hassle, the cleaning. I use sesame oil, and now I'm deep frying the garlic. I added some thyme and I added the Japanese barbecue sauce. You see, my tofu is dehydrated, it's nice, it has all the plum flavors. We're gonna make our veggie of choice, the broccoli. After steamed, you're just gonna use the chili oil recipe that I already shared several times in the channel. And if you want the shortest and easiest version, you have it on my TikTok and on my IG, Vanessa Isabel 2212. That's it. But dinner today was the easiest thing we could do. I think it took me 40 minutes, but because of filming and all the shenanigans that goes around, and I'm also really slow. We assemble our bowl and we are ready to enjoy. Also, because your girl is pregnant, we have been having a lot of avocados. So you're gonna have to add the avocado on it, but it's not necessary. The second recipe I'm sharing today is a risotto, mushroom risotto. I followed 2 different recipes, I realized. Towards in the middle, I wasn't happy with the recipe I had chosen, so I I changed. Why? Because the first recipe gave me this excellent trick about mixing dry mushrooms with the fresh mushrooms. The fresh mushrooms will increase the texture and will add a more diverse experience in your mouth. But the second recipe had a little bit more flavor by adding butter, by adding shallots, by actually adding nice broth that didn't include red wine. Oh, sorry, this case white wine, because I cannot have alcohol in my situation. Then what they did to improve the texture of the risotto was adding mascarpone and parmesan. As you can see, those are not normal ingredients to add, but I think it made absolute banger. The creaminess of the mascarpone, the diverse mix of dry mushrooms and the fresh ones. Oh, I just wished we had different types of mushrooms, like king oyster mushrooms and shiitake. Oh, it would have been delicious. But at the end, I just added a sprinkle of chives. This was everything. It was so warm. It has been -6, -9 degrees here, so we really enjoy it. To finalize, my baby wanted to have Peking duck for 3 days in a row. We don't have duck at home, but we have tofu. So what I thought, let me make Peking tofu. I follow the original recipe of Peking duck by dehydrating your duck in the fridge overnight. I did that with the tofu, and I also even mule my 5 spice ingredients from scratch. I didn't buy anything. I did it at home. So you can imagine the fragrance of this dish was on point. I followed the recipe I found online and it was really simple. The only thing I knew it was I wouldn't use the duck. I would use the tofu, and also the cooking time will be different, right? Because tofu cooks really fast. After dehydrating my tofu overnight, I made sure to cut the pieces of tofu half and then make some slices along the way because you want the marinade, that delicious sauce you work so hard to get, to be completely soaked in the tofu. For that, I cut the slices diagonally in both ends, making a square pattern. And then we gonna put everything together, making sure that the bottom part of the tofu and the upper layer all around it is soaked in the delicious sauce. And I let it marinate until dinner time. So this was 9 a.m. and we had dinner at 7:30. The cooking time in the oven is about 25 minutes at 200 degrees. As you can see, they say this new girls cook everything on high. Sometimes it has to be. Sometimes you need to cook things on high because you don't have the time. But you know already, if you are not new to this channel, the secret to a delicious meal is to soak your veggies or soak your tofu. And that's what I'm always going to preach and I always going to advise you. After cooking, we did not want to make the pancakes. Peking duck, you normally eat it with the pancake and you can either buy it or homemade it. This day, everything was closed, so we were not in a mood to actually make it from scratch. So we just julienne the carrots, we julienne the cucumbers and made rice. Afterwards, rice is truly what keeps us united. And as an African person, if I can, I will add rice on everything. As I said, as an African woman, no matter the diet, I would quite literally never give up rice. Thank you so much for watching this video. I totally appreciate you and have a good day. I'll see you on my next one. Choo choo.